I had to take my shirt off. It's so hot, guys. I knew there was a heat advisory. It feels like 104 right now. The actual temperature is 92, but weather.com says it feels like 104. So, this is either the stupidest thing I've ever done, but there's a heat advisory out today. It's going to be 105, they're saying. But I've got to get out and do a ride. I've been on the Peloton this week, but it's not the same. I've been feeling pretty good about my cycling as well recently. You know what, with that Moonlight Ramble, which I really enjoyed. And we'll get to the Peloton stuff later on. I just had to get outside. It's hot though. I want to stay I've not really got a route planned per se. I'm just going to see how far I can go. I'm going to try and stay close to home though, just in case it gets too bad. I'm fully prepared. Like, I've got food and I've got water and salt sticks and none tablets, but it is hot, so let's see what happens. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but I love Rabbit Run Park. I wish this trail was longer. It just cuts through the trees. Oh, watch where I'm going though. It just cuts through the trees. It's beautiful. Offers a lot of shade on a day like today. Love it. Back on the road. Well, for a while at least. No shade here from the trees though, that's the problem. We'll see how that goes. On Brown Road in St. Peter's here. I think one thing I learned from doing the Madison County Trails a couple of weeks ago when it was also hot was don't ration my water. If I'm thirsty, I've got a drink. And second of all, take every opportunity I can to fill up my bottles. And I know there's a park here at Brown Park with a water fountain. And I'm already a bottle down. So I'm going to fill it right back up, even though I've only done like, I don't know, 15, 18K so far this morning. Keep drinking is going to be the motto of the day. Back on the farm roads at Highway B, the people that watched my, well, all three of you that watched my Audax Training 1, this is the road where I got the ferry into Illinois. Just had a Cliff Bar. Kind of gammed up my mouth a little bit. Not a fan of Cliff Bars. Not while I'm cycling, but you gotta do it. Just watched a video online of a guy called Adam Watkins. Makes me laugh. The dude makes me laugh. He did a video on what he ate in a day. And it just seems to be a packet of digestive biscuits, which are cookies. But digestive biscuit, he did 300k around Wales on a pack of digestives. I also got a couple of goos, just in case. Heading up to a place called Orchard Farm in northern St. Charles County here. And it says on the Google Maps that they've got a grocery store, or a petrol station at least. I hope so, because that's my water resupply. Because if they don't, or if it's closed, or whatever, then I'm gonna have to go knocking on doors, I think. I know I'm going to regret saying this. I'm actually enjoying this. I'm going to regret it later on, I think, because it's only going to get hotter. But you know, it's Friday morning. Lots of people are at work, and I'm riding my bike. So you know what? Life ain't that bad. That corn looks a bit beleaguered. Parched. The sign says open. Oh, about 40k in. Still got plenty of daytime left. It's not even noon yet. It's hot, but I feel reinvigorated due to a high absorption of sugar, a high absorption of chocolate milk, and country time lemonade. Refilled my bottles. Plenty of junk food and Little Debbie's, and some peanut butter crackers. God bless this co-op here at Orchard Farm. Reapplied the sunscreen, ready to go. Feeling good. It's gonna be hot. I mean, it is hot. It's gonna be tough again. But it always was gonna be tough. But at least I feel prepared to go out into it. A couple of things I've done with the bike. I've got some 40 centimeter handlebars, hoping that helps my neck and back. Not having my arms so splayed out with the 44 centimeter bars, they're more parallel to each other. I'm hoping that helps my scapulars not clenched together. Hoping that whatever they move the seat forward a little bit at the bike shop, hoping that helps. But yeah, I feel all right. Glad I stopped. Enjoyed the air conditioning in there, but feeling good, and my bike's just purring along. Enjoying the clips. Should have made that move a long time ago to the SPD clips, but the bike's just purring along and enjoying it. It's getting, it's going on a fair old click on the Highway B, but it's long and straight and boring, and you want some turns, you want some variety. It felt like I was going through a corridor of corn. But yeah, the sweat now is pouring out of me, and I'm dripping suntan lotion in my eyes again. This is all new now. I've been this way before. This is South Shore. I've got to be close to the river because there's houses on stilts. Feeling okay. It's hot, but I just need to remember it's not a race. I've got plenty of time. Just chill out and enjoy the ride. Stay hydrated, stay fueled, and enjoy it. I don't know if I've got a competitive nature or not, but it's not a race. And I need to keep telling myself that. I'm not impressing anyone but myself. Longing for autumn though. Not gonna lie about that. Not gonna lie, kind of suffering out here. It's hot, it's really hot. 40 miles in, what's that, 55k maybe. Suffering, it's hot. Trying to find me some shade and a place to sit down and reevaluate the day. But still, 55k, not too shabby that. So don't mind me, I had to stop, found some shade, stopped here on my Audax Training 1 video. So there's like a brick wall and, I had to take my shirt off. It is so hot, guys. I knew there was a heat advisory. It feels like 104 right now. The actual temperature is 92, but weather.com says it feels like 104. Just had a pee and it was quite dark. And I feel like I've been drinking a lot, like more than normal. But anyway, found some shade. Just gonna take a breather. I'm at 43 miles for the day. So what's that, 60k maybe? Legs feel fine. Just chill out for a little. Just relax. But man, I was hurting there. I was proper in the sun though. Like there's no shade on those roads. You know, there's no trees. There's just corn. So, excuse me, I'm melting. Guys, I'm melting. Melting. What am I doing? I'm an Anglo-Saxon guy. And my grandma lives in the Peak District. I should be riding Winnett's Pass. You know, not the farm roads of the Midwest with 70-degree humidity and 95-degree weather. Ridiculous, ridiculous. To think that people fly off to Spain to go to this weather. Nuts. My mum and dad did it with us when we were kids. Costa del Sol for 2 weeks. Here you go, like being slapped with a wet towel. Nuts. Then again, when I went to the Costa del Sol in Mallorca, I didn't ride a bike. Played in the pool, went into the ocean. Whew. On the cycle path here heading towards 370 Lakeside RV park trail thing. Going there mainly because I think it's safer than going across the Mid Rivers interchange, and I know that they do have a working water fountain there. Well, they did last time. So it's a bit out on my way home. I think it's a safer, more liquidy available way home. So this is the 370 Lakeside trail thing. Lakeside out. It's actually an RV park with the trail that goes around the lake with some pylons. But actually it's really nice. It's about a 3-mile loop around the lake. There's a dog park here and shelters, and as I say, a shelter and a water fountain would not go amiss right now. Half century for the day, 50.61 miles. Very happy with that on one of the hottest days of the year. I've ate a lot, I've drank an awful lot, I've really tried to look after myself. It's been hard, it's been rough, especially out in those open roads, the farm roads. But, you know, I've really tried to look after myself, make sure I'm eating and drinking. And, you know, listening to my body, if I feel weak, stop. You know, I had to stop there on those bricks that just out the sun, just, you know, 10-15 minutes just to cool down and calm down and gather myself, and I was able to get to here. So I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to put my feet up for a little bit and enjoy being out in the sun. I'm only, I don't know, 12 miles from home maybe. You know, maybe get a metric century in for the day. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, feeling good. I think my 40 centimeter handlebars helped. I might need a shorter stem though. I might need to reduce that reach. I still feel like I'm grabbing Honestly, when I bought the bike, I didn't know. When I bought the bike, I had never had any vision of doing 40 plus miles at a time. You know, I remember when I first started riding my hybrid. What was a big old clap of thunder over there. When I started riding my hybrid on the Katy Trail, you know, I was amazed one day when I did 18. You know, and now I'm just like, oh, it's only 18 miles home. I'll be home in a bit. You know, it's crazy how things have progressed. But I'm very proud of myself. And I mentioned to you earlier in the video that I've been on the Peloton a lot. First time last week, I did an hour at over 20 mile an hour average. I did 20.16 miles in under an hour, 59.58 seconds. First time I've ever done that. And I know it's not the same as riding outside. I know riding in my basement is not riding outside. The only thing the Peloton makes me want to do is ride outside. You know, it would have been so easy today when it's 104 degrees to go ride in my basement for an hour. But this still is more preferable to it. This still, getting outside, saying hi to people, being out in the elements, really testing myself. You know, really testing myself. You know, that is more preferable to an hour on a Peloton in my basement. That would have been the easy way out. You know, and it's easy for me to say that now, you know, having done the majority of my ride for the day. But I'm proud of myself, and I rightfully should be. I just started riding away from the lake. Houston, we have a problem. So I'm going to quickly get this fixed, and hopefully we'll be on our way soon. First one on my videos, I suppose. I was due. Don't know what happened. Didn't hear it go flat. I suppose there are worse places to have a puncture with all the amenities you really want. So thank goodness for small mercies. At least I'm not doing this in the middle of the farm roads. And let's get this fixed and back on the road. And this is why I carry an alt lead 2 bag, because I've got a multi-tool, I've got a spare tube, I've got a patch kit, I've got a little pump, I've got a little tyre lever, everything a growing boy needs to get out of this fix. All fixed and heading home now. Past a bunch of geese, still by the lake, but the pain in the butt. Again, at least they happened there and not in the baking sun. And it's looks like it's going to storm. I could do without the lightning. I'll tell you what, a downpour sounds refreshing. So, all in a day's work, heading home, feeling good actually. And alright, might speak to you again before the video ends, might not. See where we got. I'll probably give you a final total on the Stravas, see where we went, and I'm gonna mosey on home. Back in civilization, crossing I-70. Alright, back at Legacy Park on the Darden Greenway in Cottleville. 61 miles so far, a couple of miles home, but really happy. Really happy with today. Really happy. It was tough. It was tough in the heat. You know, sunstroke, thunderstorms, punctures, oh my. But you know, a metric century in 100 and something degree heat is not to be sniffed at, not for a 45-year-old tubbalard like me. But you know what? You know, the first time I went out and did my Audax Training 1, it was brutal. It was brutal, and I finished with saddle sores. I finished with a crook neck, and I didn't eat enough. I didn't drink enough, and it was hillier. Then today was flatter, but today had its own trials and tribulations, and I conquered them. I finished it. I'm very proud of that. and you know, it's just trial and error, getting the bike right, getting the bike fit right, getting my posture right. And I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like, you know, given the time, the fact that I don't have to, if I didn't have to get home for 4:30 for when my kid gets off the bus, you know, I feel like I could go on, you know, I'll go grab another meal and keep plodding on for the day. You know, and that's where I want to be. That's where I want to be, where I feel like I can go further. And there was some tough parts today, don't get me wrong. There was some real tough parts, you know, when the sun's beating down on you and you don't have any shade and you feel like giving up. But I remember, you know, all the cycling books I read, all the videos that I watch, you know, people say you're going to have low points, you got to get through them because there's going to be high points. And right now it's a high point. Even the puncture, it didn't bother me because I knew that, you know what, it just extended my rest another 10 minutes. You know, it's just another little piece of adversity you got to get through. But always bring an extra tube, guys. I'm glad I did. Always bring an extra tube. I don't know, maybe it was too humid, but my patch didn't stick. I tried patching the first inner tube, and the patch didn't stick. And I think it's too humid. But, you know, brought an extra tube, threw it in there, got on my merry way. My little pump just put enough air in it to get me home, and, you know, that's what you want. You know, you don't want to be calling, you know, a relative or a friend to come pick you up in the middle of nowhere. You want to get through it yourself and sort yourself out. Bonza.